Nintendo and returning to E3. Now I remember Noop on a past podcast some time back had causing jokes and all this other stuff. Nelson had put that clip on I think the last podcast had everybody bugging out laughing. But on that podcast, we're discussing Nintendo's absence at a particular E3 that year. And it was just something like, okay, they're doing Nintendo Direct and all that. And then all of a sudden, I'm looking, and Miyamoto is stating that the new Star Fox for the Wii U will be playable at, drumroll, E3. I'm like, that's strange. How come all of a sudden they reversed, their actions and such. But I mean, is this a good thing, a bad thing? I mean, is it a little too late? I don't know. Like, but it's interesting that Nintendo did take this route, and Star Fox is a demanded game. And it's interesting. Star Fox wasn't really that first wave of first party IPs that belong to Nintendo, that came much later, but it's interesting. So I just wanted to get the panel's thoughts on this. So starting with Goking, what are your thoughts? Nintendo resurfacing at E3, like,
They should have never left it in the first place.
yeah, it was just that
Nintendo
one. Yeah.
Nintendo Direct was a great idea. I catch myself going to Nintendo Direct to get the news and everything, and I think they should keep that platform, right?
Hmm.
I think they should make major announcements on Nintendo Direct maybe a week before E3, and then show up at E3 with the stuff for you ready to touch and play and move around. So
Hmm.
people then you can get all the reviewers and the commenters to be on the YouTube channel like, oh my God, I just played Zelda, just like they said from Nintendo Direct. I just did Star Fox. I just did Mega Man, and it'd be crazy. I mean,
Hmm.
I think they could blend the two very well if they do it the right way. And that's all I have to say. Keep it short.
Okay. Cool. 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 Brother Noob, what are your thoughts that Nintendo is showing their me mug back at E3 with the new Star Fox?
Thank you, Nintendo, for not being complete idiots. I think Star Fox is
Unbelievable.
a yeah. I mean that was dumb. Like we went over that. I mean I was like, what? That's like, come on, man. That's where you show your stuff.
Yeah, the
So
E3 is the Super Bowl for
yeah,
games and stuff. So, I mean, to not have a presence there is the wrong answer. But I'm glad that
yeah.
they're back to
I'm
do
glad they're
so.
back too, man. Because like I said, like I always say, man, competition is what gives us great content. If you don't have any competition, I mean, look at the Madden series. Do whatever you want. So we need I want that competitive nature to come back so we can get the best out of these companies.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right.
And maybe Nintendo can inspire Sony and Microsoft, especially Sony, man. Sony used to have PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 had some very, very unique titles. Crash Bandicoot, where the heck is he at? Spyro's still alive, did his own thing. I mean, they had a lot of stuff. Busby the Rabbit. They had a lot of crazy stuff that did well that I think they need to revisit, in my
Well,
opinion. So,
Capcom's done the same thing with Power Stone, Onimusha.
Hmm.
I mean, a lot of companies do that. I'm not saying it's right, but it does happen. Just
and one thing I think they need to do, they need to and I think this is kind of like to make up for stuff not being backwards compatible. I want to see a lot more compilations, like they did for Halo. It's not backwards compatible, but hey, here you go. Here's the entire collection. I would love to see that for Animusha, for Devil May Cry, for a
mm.
whole bunch of those things that have like
Mm-mm.
trilogies and four and
Mm-mm.
five games. I would
Don't
like to
bring
see
that.
that.
Don't bring that stuff back. Leave it where it is.
Well,
Because
Oh,
wait, Goken. You may not like this, but there's rumor has it that there may be a Gears of War
no,
compilation.
don't do it. Don't.
N-
Please stop.
I'm
I
just
don't want to
saying.
play
I'm
that.
just
Please.
saying. I'm just saying.
Please, I
I,
beg you. I
I'm
beg
just.
you.
I'm just saying.
Make new stuff. Please, just make new stuff. Listen,
Hey,
take
no,
Gears
what
of
I'm
War.
saying is
no, I
let
don't
it
want
be.
to get off topic. I don't want to get off topic. We'll talk about like remakes on a particular show, so
Okay.
Goken can go like a Bugatti and take off.
Did you
But
just
I
say?
get you.
But no, just the last thing. If they do it, I want them to do it like Halo did. They did it to hype up Halo 5. So
Exactly.
they're making new stuff. I don't want to say, oh, Animusha, here you go. Here's all the old Animushas. But we're not making a new one. No, use it to hype up the new one so that me, someone who might be an 09er who probably never even heard of it or ever played it, I can catch up on the story. If
Yeah,
not, I have to download it on PC or find the old console. It's just a lot of work.
yeah.
Or dust off my old console. Nobody wants to do all that stuff, man.
Okay, all right. And Nelson, what are your thoughts on Nintendo resurfacing at E3 with Star Fox U?
They're fucking dumb.
What to be coming out to E3 or dumb for taking a leave of absence?
Taking a leave of absence, thinking that oh yeah, we're too good for E3. We could do our own in-house stream. We could show everything from there. Who the fuck is you? Get your ass to
Nintendo.
E3. Get your ass to
Nintendo.
E3 like everyone else fucking be doing, and show off your goddamn games so we can fucking play them like every other company has been doing at E3 for the past 2.5 years. I don't know. Nintendo's a little bit ficky with their content. They don't like
Yeah.
people touching their shit too much until it's fully out.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Why
saying?
would somebody
So
want to touch their shit though?
you know what I mean? Stop. Stop.
And let me
Go
steal
ahead.
5 seconds of your time, yo. What? Are they still doing that thing where you can't put none of their content on YouTube?
Yes and no. Yes, because of the fact that there's certain IPs that people pirated, download, get early, however, review copy, whatever. They tend to put it on YouTube like weeks and months early in advance, and then they will flag you quick as like nothing. But
They did that to Angry Joe. They gave him the Street Fighter Five trailer.
Yeah, I saw that, yo.
Yeah, I'm like,
But-
why,
but
why
see-
you gonna do that?
but Joe just said fuck them. I don't give a shit what they say. I'm gonna say my own opinion, but that's for another time. And the whole no thing is because at Evo, it was proven that they really wanted Super Smash Bros. Melee to be streamed at the event, and they had almost over 15,000 signatures just so that it could be streamed and viewed live at Evo. And ever since that day, Nintendo was like, people actually give a shit about our stuff. We should probably let them do what they want now. So
Yeah.
it's a half and half at this
And
point.
then smart that they brought their asses back to E3. It's very important.
Kind of late.
Yeah, I'm just saying, better late than never.
Yeah.
Like I said on a past podcast, Nintendo needs to do well. I mean, they're very important to the gaming history. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
let's just
I-
hope they don't pull another Sega and Shining Force. What they did with that game a couple years back.
oh, that was a
yeah,
unbelievable.
all just to put their hits to the top of the search results.
Yeah, that was a big no. But any final words on Nintendo resurfacing at E3 with Star Fox? Because I think it's important for the Wii U because of the type of system it is. You have to put it in people's hands, especially with the controller. And Miyamoto was saying that it's going to be very important that we have two screens. And getting it into the hands of the players so that they can actually see, like, you can put like direct feeds and all that, but nothing is like holding that Wii U controller, and you're looking like, however that's going to function with the new Star Fox game, it might be interesting, but I just wish.
Nintendo. My final comment is, Nintendo, you need more than just Star Fox. Okay, there needs to be 50 titles. All right, 50 titles.
They don't
at
have that
53.
kind of money.
They need to have. Hey,
Unbelievable.
I'm trying to help them here. They
What's
need
the
about
curve?
50 titles.
Oh my
50
goodness.
titles to really inspire the inspire the gamers again. They need about 50.
Mhm.
Star Fox,
they're
Metroid,
gonna need
playable Zelda.
I think they only have 4 killer apps right now, so they're kind of they got 46 to go.
A new Monster Hunter, a new Pokemon, a graphically enhanced Pokemon. I don't know. I'm just trying to wreck my brain on what they need. They need 50 titles.
They need an
50
online
titles,
Pokemon for
playable.
the consoles. What they need.
Yeah, 50 titles playable for E3. That's what they need.
Gokin, you know what you're asking for? That's a lot, bro.
I know what I'm
He
telling them. They
said-
owe us.
We
They
done
he
gave
owe
this
said-
us.
kind of money. Oh my god.
They owe us 50 games. They owe us 50 games. 50 quality games That's what they need at E3. Not just Star Fox, not just Star Fox, but everything in the sun. All
You
right,
know what? New gaming order.
playable,
New gaming
playable.
order. The views and opinions of the panel do not reflect
I'm done.
the I'm just like 50 titles, man. That is a lot. Like Nintendo, in comparison to Sony and Microsoft, is small.
They
You
need
know,
50 playable titles. They could be 2D games. They could be 25 2D games, and then 25 three.
you know what?
graphic
You know what?
games. They
Go,
could. They
go
could
kid.
do it.
Go
They could
kid.
do it. They
You
could do
have
it.
you have too much faith in Nintendo, man. Like
They could do it.
unless that's just a tall order, you know. But I'm just
I
gonna
don't
leave
think
it at
so.
that.
I don't think
But
so.
New gaming order staff or audience, we're still live for the YouTube. We're going into intermission again, and we're coming back with the final two
Coming
topics. We're
back.
just gonna consolidate for the sake of time. So we'll see you next time if you choose to, you know, break, and from there we're gonna come right back. All right. So final two topics.